time, see me poppin', whoa. GLX, yeah, we gon' prosper. 23 kind of chain I'm slicing. All these snakes stay pocket watching, but I think I went and found my pocket. No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. See the crowd want more. Entertainer, ask more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want more. We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them on the rest. Try and check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line. All the cameras on live, got me energized. They wanna see me in the cage like I did a crime, yeah. I can hear the crowd wanting more. I'm about to take you to the floor. Make them understand I'm wanting pure. I want more. I can understand they want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. I want more. I'm on war. I want war. I want war. We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah. See the crowd want more. Entertainer, that costs more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want war. I'm on war. I want war. I want war. Big entertainer, yeah. Big entertainer, yeah.
So it's not nice.
They acting like they love us, but they really wanna be above us. Can they see it on the top of this mountain? I'm looking down, I can see that you're clouded. No, they don't wanna be above us. We're the top of this mountain above us. There's nothing up there except me, except me. There in your eyes when you see me. I'm looking down. I can see you when I'm looking down. Fear in your eyes when you see me. That I fear in your eyes when you see me. I can see you when I'm looking down. I can see your eyes when I'm looking down. The fear in your eyes when you see me. See that fear in your eyes when you see me. I look you straight in the eye. Told her not today, not today, no. I look fear straight
Yo, Shiny, I'm back in my Discord, bro. Pull up.
Our tale of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Ranier R.D.R. Dorado!
Let's get it. UFC 5 action now, chat. Let's get it.
As many of you know, this young man won his last fight by knockout. No TKO, flush knockout for him the last time out. And now he is getting a shot against a truly elite fighter in this division. The question is, when the challenges get stiffer, will his game raise up to that next level? Throughout his career, when the challenges have gotten tougher, he has raised his game.
Back up.
That is exactly
Back
the goal
up.
in front of him tonight. All right, and there it is. If you bet under 90 seconds for the
No
first takedown
choice but to
secured,
grab.
cash those tickets. Good start for him here.
You knew that he was going
Get
to
off me
try
now.
to take this fight to the floor. He did exactly that, and now the fight is exactly where he needs it to be. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Inside the closed guard, trying for a submission now.
No compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Oh, great job by him there to reverse things and get the dominant position. Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see him knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up.
Well, he's doing a nice job here blocking these shots. The chin is tucked, the hands are high. Pretty good.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish. He passes the half.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, collar tie. Oh, and now pulling guard. No! Goes for the flying arm bar.
He posted his foot on the hip, used his opponent's weight to push him into a flying armbar.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Nice job to get inside and get the single collar tie. He lands another takedown here, just doing a nice job not telegraphing his shot. Clean entries. The Olympian's got to like what he sees.
I mean, over and over, he gets to the legs before his opponent reacts. By beating him on the entry, now it's up to the opponent to keep up. But this guy's playing chess. His opponent's playing checkers. He's playing chess. He can't keep up. Once he gets to his legs, he's got to beat him defensively before he gets his hands locked. This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and thankfully it came right then and there for him. He was knocked down pretty significantly near the end of the round. That will keep him in the fight.
Boys started pinging. I'm like, bing, 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 bing.
All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. We had a knockdown there, but not a knockout.
No, it wasn't a knockout, but you can't take those shots. That big punch landed, and it sat.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with round two. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Now the accuracy to land right there. His opponent's wobbling shit.
He's hurt bad. He cannot take another shot like that.
In the half guard.
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass and not block.
Oh, he got out. Back to his feet. Well, you're starting to see the damage now, bleeding from his cheek. Good defensive vision. Block that.
This is big. That's big.
Big strikes continue to land.
He volleyed him.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
Tail of the tape for this middleweight fight. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division.
Let's get it, Chad. You already know the vibes, man. Let's get it.
Assassin. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Robert the Reaper Whittaker. You ready to fight? You ready?
Well, his last fight will be a tough act to follow as we get ready for round 1 here. Brutal knockout his last time out, and that positioned him for this opportunity here tonight. So, can he keep the momentum going as the challenges get stiffer, keep the winning streak intact, and of course try to get another win by knockout to take his popularity soaring to another level?
Great commitment to the kicking game.
Oh, vintage Robert Whittaker there with that combination. I'm not sure how much more the opposition can take here, DC. Beautiful job by Whittaker to close the distance. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
Back to his feet. Well, we've seen a lot of different elements to his striking game tonight, especially that hook. We'll see if he sets it up again here. He has punched it.
Back and forth we go. These two guys are trading huge shots.
minutes now to go in what has been a very fast-paced opening round here. Whitaker's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now.
Nice defense.
All right, well, good news is he rocked him. Bad news is he wasn't able to finish the job, and now his opponent's back in the fight.
I mean, you don't get those opportunities very often. You got to take full advantage of them when they're presented to you.
Back and forth we go. Whitaker's eye appears to be closing up by the second. Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson one, boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Lands the lead right punch.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Nice straight right hand. Well, we got a lot of blood now, ladies and gentlemen. I think my mother just turned off the TV, but every time that area gets targeted, that cut is getting worse and closer, theoretically, to the end of the fight.
Yeah, and, you know, when you got a person like this in front of you that is so good at what they do, when you are bleeding like this and the work is showing, you got to try to find a way to stop them. He needs to try to get a takedown or something, because the more he's standing, the more he's going to have to deal with this cut, and now all the blood that's coming from the cut.
Oh, what a way to end the round. He got stunned by a huge shot there just before you heard the horn, so he gets saved by the bell. The question is, though, what type of condition will he be in when he gets up off that stool? 60 seconds here to recover. The onus is on his corner to keep his head in the fight. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, same bat time, same bat channel. You think he's going to look to set up that hook again here?
I mean, you can see it, John. You can see him doing it. You can see him sneaking looks to see where that hand is going to be. He's sneaking looks because he's going to find the opportune time to drop that big hook over the top.
All right, so it has been punches and strikes in bunches tonight. His opponent is wearing it, and when you see swelling like that, maybe a facial fracture of some kind.
Well, it seems as though something's hurt bad here. The last time I saw somebody get this swollen, I remember watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk's head, looking at the just size blow up. You know that damage is getting done, and every time he hits him on these spots, it hurts worse than anything you could imagine.
Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Well, he has really picked up the pace here in round two, much more aggressive than we saw in round one, and now starting to find himself in the pocket. It's getting really hard to watch him absorb shots on that eye. I wonder if the referee's thinking about calling in the doctor now.
Well, John, the entirety of the fight.
Oh, you got to start to look for finishing. Just without doing.
Now he's back up.
Oh, big left. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. You see the referee pausing the action here. They're going to call in the doctor to look at this cut. Might be the beginning of the end here.
I mean, blood all over his face. He's been beat up, battered and bruised. He still wants to fight.
Yeah. Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings. Yeah, that's the end of the fight. And again,
Volley.
fighting in the future, you gotta have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO Assassin.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. I think Bruce Buffer really enjoyed that knockout there. Just an extraordinary performance from this boxer. Stuck to the game plan, minimized risk, and ultimately the finish surfaces there late in the fight.
I mean, his head movement was fantastic. And every time the guy attacked. He was able to move up the center line and get to his shot. Beautiful performance to land.
Busy body.
I got blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. If I take someone out, I'm up to take someone out, I'm up to take someone out.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in hot demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty.
The main event. We about to get that belt for my second creative character. Let's get it, baby. We going for that belt. Let's get it.
So after a long run through the middleweight ranks, here he is making the walk to the octagon for his first championship fight at 185 pounds. And this man hasn't just worked his way up the rankings. He has taken on all comers, and more often than not, he has taken out the opposition. So with the win streak in tow, now the challenges get bigger, and of course none bigger than the incumbent, the UFC middleweight champion. We'll see how his style matches up tonight. All right, so here is Sean Strickland. He is one of one, the inimitable pride of Corona, California, training under Extreme Couture's banner here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Great teammate, outstanding boxer, lives in the gym. And you're probably not going to outpace this guy over 25 minutes, so it can be a little bit of a mind-bending exercise, not just in training, but also in the fight itself. Sean Strickland is not going away. Just ask Israel Adesanya how that stylistic matchup went for him. Now we'll see how Strickland can fare here tonight, and if he can get back to the precipice as the UFC middleweight champ. Well, so much UFC history is played out here at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada. Plenty more where that came from tonight. The athletes are ready to go. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC.
This is the main event of the evening.
The world. Introducing first,
Let's get it, Chad. You already know the vibes, man.
Out of the red corner,
We about to get that belt from this boy.
defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world,
So whoop him out. Show him what we made of. You heard? That's how we about to do it. Break him up.
Referee
You heard?
will handle the action in the octagon. All right, we get another look tonight at the UFC middleweight contender, Sean
He ain't
Strickland.
fucking with me. Watch
Gotta
this.
love the attitude. I mean, this man has an edge, there's no doubt about it, and not afraid to trash talk a little bit while the fight is going on. But rest assured, he has been a picture of focus this week. He understands
Oh, I
the
like them
magnitude
heads.
of this stylistic
I
challenge.
like
And
those
he
because
will
that's
know that
gonna
if he
make
can
me
emerge
go
victorious,
crazy
he will
on me
be
with
next
my
in line for the
combo
middleweight
heads.
title. Oh, great block there. Oh, beautiful jab there by
Jabs is
Sean
working
Strickland.
on him too.
Some more output, at least in the early going. Left hand got home there. Oh, another blistering combination there. Really started to do a nice job stringing the shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up on all the targets. It's not one guy just headhunting. He is finding every opening that is presented to him.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. You got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Oh, big right hand, yes.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Oh, and it lands again. Just missed with the left there.
Well, he blocked that punch.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round one. Strickland's eye was starting to swell now. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Clipped him with the right hand there. And another one. Oh, straight punch. It's there again. Every strike he lands, that cut gets worse.
Yeah, it's getting worse. And he needed to address it a little bit sooner because now that damage is starting to pile up.
Well, we'll see if he can turn this defense into offense, but he's doing a great job blocking shots here tonight.
As of right now, he's thinking more defensively, and he's doing a great job of not taking any damage.
He's got that jab working, nicely done. All right, here, final seconds of round one. In the books. All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, they attend to the fighter on the stool, and I guess if you are going to be cut open, cheek ain't a bad place for it.
Yeah, it's the best spot, right? You never want to be cut. You never want to be bleeding. But if it's on the cheek, it's as good of a spot as it can be. But you still got to do something different.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. All right, next round is now underway. Didn't see any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes.
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. Even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Oh, man. I mean, how much can one man take? He certainly doesn't look like he did when he walked out here just a few moments ago.
He's almost unrecognizable. He's been hit so many times in the face. The swelling started early. We spoke about trying to defend it. We spoke about making adjustments. He didn't, and now he finds himself here.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home.
Big shot lands for both guys. It's that pressure, man. That pressure's intense. He landed it perfect.
All right, right, so it looks as though now the referee will step in to look at the swelling on that eye as he calls for the doctor. Maybe he wanted to step in earlier, but now he had no choice.
He had no choice. The swelling is so bad, he can't see. He's flailing at his opponent right now.
Fighter trying to state his case to stay in the fight. It looks as though the doctor's going to allow him to continue, at least for now.
Yeah, but he's got to make some adjustments. He's got to keep his hands
They don't
up.
want to start the fight. I'ma just end it like this.
So some
Watch
pretty
this.
significant adversity here, but the fight is going to continue. The doctor has left, and the ref gets us back underway.
Gets us right back underway. And it doesn't seem like there was too much thought into it. It looked like they were going to let him fight, and that's exactly what they did. And I could not be happy.
Strickland's eye is officially swollen shut. The referee keeping a close eye on things. Maybe he'll call for shot there, DC, and he might be out.
I mean, the fight is
See that?
that shot made it perfect.
It's over.
For the doctor, this could very well
It's
be
over. Look.
The fight's over.
I'm
There's too much
wilding
damage.
him
This
out,
fight
bro.
needs to be done.
Yeah, that's going to do it. Fans
Look.
don't like it. An
It's
unfortunate
over.
ending to a great fight, but you had to do it.
He's disappointed. But, I mean, he
Give
got
me that belt,
up,
boy.
lived to fight another day. I think the official saved him.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Assassin.
Well, there are a few things as exciting in this sport as the crowning of a new UFC champion. Can DC get an invitation to the after party?
I mean, I'm just trying to show up, baby. I'm ready. I want to celebrate with the champ.
100%.
Well, the road to middleweight golden glory still goes through Sydney, Australia. Robert Whittaker is the man, and just don't call him Bobby Knuckles. You'll be okay.
I just don't understand how he does not embrace this nickname. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect for Robert Whittaker. But he's one of those guys that doesn't jump off the page. He's one of those guys that you don't look at and go, oh my goodness, this is one of the most dangerous men in the world. But he is. He has unbelievable skill. He has a wrestling background, was able to stay up right against Yoel Romero, world Olympic silver medalist, was able to knock out Jacare Souza. Just a truly tremendous mixed martial artist, and since going up to 185, has truly found it.
And the Reaper, as they call him, always says the best place to break your hand is inside the octagon. He's done it before. He's not afraid.
Ready to fight? Ready.
So here he is, the undisputed champion of the world. He won his last fight by TKO, and he'll be looking to do just that here tonight. He says he's seen some deficiencies defensively on film in the #1 contender. Believes he'll find a home for that left hook here tonight. We'll see if he can continue his finishing ways in another championship setting here tonight. Hook shot attempt to the head here. Instead, it's blocked by Whittaker. Early round action here, and Whittaker wasted no time finding a home for that high kick.
Well, it's one of his great shots, right? He does a good job of setting up, making you rotate into the side that he wants to throw. He throws that beautiful high kick. He has done that since he was on the Ultimate Fighter Smashes.
Big power shot there. Well, fear is not a factor for this striker. Coming out swinging early as we expected. Everything being thrown with fight-ending intent.
He throws everything so hard, but it's senseless.
Big right hand lands.
There you go. There you go. Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright. Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Oh, how clean is that? Nice strike. Well, he continues to stay busy. What do they say, DC? Punches in bunches?
Punches in bunches. He's landing them upside his opponent's head over and over again.
Beautiful. I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beach Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Birds over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are on wobbly legs.
Well, he was setting up the hooks early in offense tonight. Watch for him to try to set it up again here. Well, the fighter's going to have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just...
All right, good back and forth action, but they pause things here, DC. They're going to call in the ringside physician and take a look at what is a nasty cut.
Well, he's got to check on it because you don't know if the fighter's going to be able to continue. Fighters always want to fight, but it's up to the ringside physician to tell them if they're capable of it.
Doctor talking to the referee right now, and all right, it looks as though the fight's going to continue. Fans will appreciate that decision, at least for now.
They will. It's been a fun fight to this point. Let's see how he deals with this bad cut.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check, and to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not...
Shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Whittaker's cut on his cheek is nasty. Thank God these guys are tough, because that thing will not stop bleeding at this point in time. All right, we're going to stay with him and follow him back to the corner to the stool, because that is a really severe cut that he is dealing with. We'll see if the cut man can stem the bleeding here.
Don't be stupid.
All right, well, defense wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to.
You ready to fight? You ready?
All right, round 2. Well, maybe he'll look to set up that hook again. Oh, great striking from Robert Whittaker as usual. This man, huge shots right there, BC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Well, it's been a wild fight thus far. Perhaps a contender for some bonus money at fight's end. These guys are going to have to dig deep. They're both hurt. He is hurting for something.
Oh, my goodness. Both land. This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
We might get a stoppage here soon. Back to his feet.
Oh, right hand land. There you go.
Well, this is getting hard to watch. That'll do it!
Oh!
I mean, you got to be kidding me with that knockout. If that is not the #1 play on SportsCenter tonight, I'm not sure what would top it. One of the best knockouts we've seen all year.
In a very long time. I have not seen someone look this good. He promised us something, and he delivered with that beautiful knockout.
All right, let's get to the official decision. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 52 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Assassin.
All right, so there he is, the still UFC middleweight champion of the world. He has retained this title at 185 pounds for some time and showing no signs of slowing down, DC.
This is a weight that hasn't had many middleweight champions. Anderson Silva reigned for so long that every time a guy gets his hands on the belt, they're going to hold on to it for dear life. And tonight, he got the job done and remained the UFC middleweight champion.
Well, with respect to Paul here.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion out of the red corner. Many of you remember his title defense not all that long ago. He won it by knockout. And most of the guys, the #1 contender types who have risen to a title shot, have succumbed to his power. They think they know what it feels like, and then all of a sudden they get in the octagon, and they just can't take the pop. So we'll see how he handles this particular challenge here tonight. Certainly an outstanding grappler who could pose some different challenges if we hit the canvas. He told us his game plan is to avoid the mat at all costs.
Big shot to the head.
All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking some damaging strikes up top.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
Kicking the body, kicking the head. He's just got to start kicking.
Now he gets a more dominant position with the underhook.
He is going to start to drop.
Looks like he might attempt the guillotine. That's a system right there.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Oh, another heavy shot gets through. Oh, these ground strikes are just brutal.
Just because he got taken down doesn't mean he ain't gonna punch. There's a beautiful strike from the bottom.
Making all these shots count. All right, well, he rocked him pretty good, but didn't sort of smell blood in the water, and now his opponent's back in.
I mean, blood's in the water. You gotta go get it. You gotta go find the finish. You cannot let him off the hook like that, because now he will be motivated to try to go and hurt you as you hurt him.
Allen's now dealing with a cheek cut. Man, he is so sound defensively. Nice job to raise the guard there.
It's the relaxation that allows him to see things coming and block most of the strikes that are coming at him.
Right on the button.
Here's another one. Another clinch position. Look for a level change as he tries to secure a takedown. Oh, he's got his back. He's got to isolate a hip to try to break that lock. Breaking the lock is step number one to escape.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Potential adversity here. He's got a cut on his cheek sustained from that strike in the round. Now the focus becomes maximizing these 60 seconds, shutting that cut and preventing it from becoming a major factor here moving forward. All right, so a big knockdown for him courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well. But when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal. And if he can...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two.
Oh, big punch land. Nice pop. Oh, nice elbow.
Sitting from that cut with each strike landed, and he continues to effectively target that area.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs. Beautiful. Oh, nice.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Oh, it looks like he's trying to isolate an arm here. Triangle now, DC. We'll see if he can close the show.
Oh, the triangle is in. And not only does he have the triangle, if his opponent circles the wrong way, he can even attack an armbar. This is a very big advantage position for this fighter.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. of the tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division.
You ready to fight? Ready.
And with that, we are underway in round 1. As many of you know, this fighter lost his last fight by submission. To the surprise of some, he was submitted despite being the betting favorite that night. So all eyes are on him tonight. The pressure is on him as he not only tries to maintain his spot on this UFC roster, but to prove that he can contend with the top 15 guys in this division. All right, so we build this as a striker's delight and a good early sign for the boxer getting inside and landing that hook on the kickboxer.
Beautiful hook in close, staying tight so that the kickboxer is very limited with using his legs, but he can always land and turn on that beautiful hook.
Solid kick right there. Nassourdini Mavov's cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now.
Great job securing that takedown.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Oh, roundhouse kick. Add that to his highlight reel. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Single collar tie now. Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Imavov's eye is closing up. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Another big takedown. Oh, he got to his spot.
Oh, now working the body with the elbow. I'll buy it. And he's back up again. So the takedowns have been there, as have the get-ups. Block that punch.
Back in the clinch. How does he proceed from here?
Nassourdini Mavov's tough as it gets, but that eye is downright nasty at this point in time. And you've got to wonder, given all the swelling, if that might even be a fractured orbital. Not good for Lim.
Oh, big elbow.
Imavov going for the leg kick. He misses.
Clean punch.
Imavov gets the double leg takedown. How good was that? Fighters back to their feet here. Oh, now he lands a shot to the leg. Imavov's eye is almost swollen shut. It's actually swollen shut.
Oh, man.
And how much more can he take? The round is over. Gut check time for him now. You see the cut on his cheek has gotten really, really bad. And even though it's not affecting his vision, if it gets any worse, the doctor will be called in. And I can assure you, he's going to have no choice but to stop this fight. All right, let us get you some replays from the damage in that previous round. Perhaps we can even isolate the shot that opened the cut.
I mean, just some big shots landed over the course of that round. And he wasn't responsible.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. All right, so as this next round gets underway, hopefully the good action we saw in the last round will continue. Both fighters certainly had their ups and downs. Both got the offense going. But now we'll see if one fighter or the other. Now his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up. But you do not want to be on the receiving.
Mavov's cheek is just leaking blood. Yeah, that was just a gorgeous shot to end the fight right there. I'm not even sure the opponent really saw it coming. So back to the drawing board for him. But for the winner, this is certainly exactly what he was looking for here tonight. All right, the official decision is in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 48 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.
Our tale of the tape for this middleweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC middleweight champion of the world, Dracos Still Not Duplessis. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Assassin.
You ready to fight? Ready. Do it.
All right, let's see how it goes early on in this one as we get round 1 underway. Great to have you with us tonight. And a lot of people are tuning in to see what South Africa's Dracos Duplessis can do as the MMA challenges get stiffer. It was an amazing rise to prominence for this man, highlighted, of course, by the win over Robert Whittaker. But can he sustain it? Can his body hold up? Durability has been a little bit of an issue. There is no denying the skill set, the appetite for knowledge, the commitment to the world title. But this is the toughest fight, at least on paper, of Dracos Duplessis' career. Good job by the defense to prevent that shot from getting through. Oh, nice combination there. He is just killing him with volume.
Jab, right hand, body shot, kicks. What a masterful show of different techniques and ability to throw a combination. And that's the danger in the engagement there.
Duplessis' cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now.
Big double leg level change.
Just over 3 minutes to go.
He was able to get his hands up to block that one.
Duplessis' eye now closing up. Oh, big left hand there.
Awesome level change. Great timing.
Oh, Nice job working hard, posting, and getting back up. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
So he needs to mix it up. He needs to start kicking more. Right hand.
Nice straight right lands.
He gets to the single collar tie. Look for him to keep that elbow tight and throw punches with his free hand.
All right, so he lands another hook there. He's fallen in love with that strike, but when you continue to land at this type of clip, why get away from it?
Why not? Why not fall in love with a punch that can't miss? He cannot miss with this hook. He's doing a good job of setting it up, fading out a jab, and then throwing the hook around his opponent's high guard.
What a great sequence by him, mixing up his strike. On that punch right there, his opponent's compromised, DC.
It's one thing to land a hard shot. It's another thing completely to land a perfect shot. That was a perfect shot.
Back to the feet now. Duplessis' cut is only getting worse, making a nice donation to the canvas tonight. All right, so the fighters head back to the stools, and hopefully this fight can continue. That is a severe cut. We'll see if the cut man can do some good work here. Well, that was a damaging 5 minutes. We'll see how he can recover over this 60 seconds. We'll show you some replays now from that previous round.
He was on the receiving end of some big blows, and he wasn't moving his head low. His head was on the center line. He was a stationary target. Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Oh, he lands a hook.
Oh, that's big.
Big right hand there. Man, this is wild. These guys are both throwing everything with fight-ending intentions. And mixes in a takedown. Why not? Gets back to his feet. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and take your time. It's a good right hand right there.
Watch the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now. He's looking.
Yeah, this is over.
Yeah,
that's the end of the fight.
You knew it was done right away.
So the ringside physician has no choice but to stop the fight. The fans don't like it, but that fighter will live to fight another day. All right, the official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO Assassin.
All right, Buff, thank you very much. As many expected, his boxing was going to rule the day, and that's exactly the way it played out. He prioritized a finish. Mission accomplished.
He did. He did. He looked really good. He knew exactly what he needed to do. He needed to mix things up in order to get a finish. He knew that he wanted to win, but not only win, but win impressively. When you get a stoppage victory like this, it is impressive. And all the people that matter are watching.
tape for this much-anticipated middleweight encounter. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC.
You ready to fight? Ready. Go.
All right, here we go with the former UFC middleweight champion, Robert Whittaker. How good is this guy? This is the guy that DC plays with more than any other fighter in EA Sports UFC 5. And that, of course, has to do with the appreciable skill set, the star power, and everything else. But Robert Whittaker needs a win here tonight. He was humbled by Dracus du Plessis. Now the focus is on putting all of his skills together and leaving no stone unturned when it comes to putting himself back on a championship trajectory. Now going upstairs with the left hook. Well, this striker knows one direction, that is forward. He knows one style, that is aggressive, and that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
He has every intent of overwhelming every guy he steps into the octagon with, and he's doing that up to this point of the first round.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Just misses with that one. And he blocks the shot there. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides. Oh, he gets caught again there by another hook. He's connected on a few so far here in this round. Right back to it there. Well, that eye area is getting bloody.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough that body is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
And back to his feet. Big knee to the body. Oh, another ground strike gets through. Oh! All right, you see his high-level footwork here, maybe trying to set up that hook shot again, potentially.
You could tell, John, he's setting a trap. He's trying to walk his opponent back into his hook side, his big power side. So he'll keep faint, not little punches, with no intent to land, just to get his opponent where he needs him to be to land that kill shot.
Whittaker's Herb Dean steps in.
Oh, my goodness.
What a fight. Make the bad man stop. A nice stoppage win for him here tonight. And the other side just couldn't handle the incoming assault. A flurry of punches, most of them upstairs. And when those big shots land repeatedly, the referee has no choice but to step in and call the fight. And here once more with the official decision is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 42 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout assassin.
Oh, well, there he is after a huge knockout win tonight. You going to the after party or what?
I mean, I'm heading over there right now, John. I'm asking the producers, how soon can I get up? It's going to be a party over there. Not only because of the knockout, but that extra bonus check he's going to be carrying to the club tonight.
I can see you when I'm looking down. Fear in your eyes when you see me. see that fear in your eyes when you see me. I can see you when I'm looking down. I can see your eyes when I'm looking down. The fear in your eyes when you see me. See that fear in your eyes when you see me. I look fear straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, not I look fear straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, not oh no, I look fear straight in the eye. I look fear straight in the eye. See the crowd want more. Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want what? Oh, money.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them all to rest. Try and check it, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line. All the cameras on live got me energized. They wanna see me in the cage like I did a crime, yeah.
I can hear the crowd wanting more. I'm about to take you to the floor. Make them understand I want it pure. I want more. I can understand they want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. Entertainer, yeah, I want more. I want more. I'm on war. I want war. I want war.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, early round action here, and it has been a remarkable rise to UFC prominence for Sean Strickland. He has always had the shiny record, but once he found this middleweight division, he took off like an absolute rocket. And even though there are stylistic challenges in this division, especially when it comes to strikers like this, Sean Strickland's undeterred. He believes that he knows how to outlast and break opponents, and he's going to try to not just break his opponent's face tonight, but break his will as well. Oh, he lands yet another hook here. He's certainly landed several in this round and starting to find a home for it consistently.
Lands a quick jab.
All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut has opened up.
Fast pace here in the early going.
Oh, nice. Nice.
All right, he's been very clean with his hooks on the feet here tonight, and it's the way he set it up that has really impressed you.
Yeah, it's very impressive to see him pop the jab, pop the right hand, just touch, 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 and then boom, sit down on that hook. He's going to be trying to find it again. You can see him setting up his opponent, trying to get the hands to drop so he can drop that hook over the top.
Oh, he's doing a real good job of leveraging off of the strikes, too.
Oh, nicely done there as he escapes back to his feet. Oh, nice hook. Another strike hits that eye area, and it is getting messier by the minute up there.
Well, he's getting targeted now. He's been hitting that spot so many times that his opponent sees the cut, and the cut is advancing.
Big land there.
He's got great kicks also. He needs to be throwing more kicks in this fight. He hasn't thrown many at all.
Oh, man, you can hear that one from here as he continues to punish his opponent with that hook. Our no-nonsense referee almost stepped in there.
He almost stepped in because when you start flailing around the octagon, know that the ref has to. He has to. It is his job to save you. You don't want to be on the receiving end of too many of this guy's hook punches.
Your boy George Allen might have stepped in and
That's
stopped
my
that
guy.
fight. see he is hurt.
Massive hook lands, and his opponent seems to be on his way out of the fight.
Strickland's a bloody mess right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this fight stop. At the very least, you got to think they're calling in the ringside physician between rounds. So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them.
Final seconds here. I mean, how about those last 5 minutes? Are you kidding me? All right, back to the stools we go, and that is a really severe cut, so we will monitor him between rounds as they furiously get the cut man in there. All right, let us now get you some replays of all the damage done in that previous round, including the strike that opened up the cut.
Yeah, some nasty strikes landed over the course of that round, and it opened up a nasty cut. He has got to find a way to change some things defensively, or that cut is just going to get worse and worse. And the worse it gets, the more he runs the risk of this fight getting stopped.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Well, informed speculation says he's going to try to set up another hook here. Well, just as we predicted, there it is. Well, he's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these he's going to take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Well, he blocks the shot there.
Well, you know this is the hurt business, and both guys are compromised at this stage of the fight.
Yeah, both guys are compromised. Both guys have been beat up. Both guys have done a great
Absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides.
boom, big jab.
Big left hook coming. It's blocked. Back to the feet. That's it.
Oh, my goodness.
With a massive highlight at the Garden.
Holy.
Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean's called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 39 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Assassin.
All right, well, the next time he fights, it'll be black trunks with gold trim. Congrats to the new UFC middleweight champion of the world.
Championship colors will be worn by this young man the next time he walks into the octagon. He came in there with a game plan, stuck to it, and got the job done. Congrats to the new UFC.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bag, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamond stretch cut like a taper. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on their ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Heard he switched up, you a traitor. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm behind the man, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out. Boy, take me out.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dogs gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it take for the mission. Stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension. I'm telling you, plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm behind the man, get the cake, but I stay
take someone out. I'm up to take someone out.
Well, this man has been there before, and he certainly looks like it. The #1 middleweight contender back in a championship setting. And we've talked about this a lot, but he made himself undeniable with this run back to contention. Now he tries to wrest away the gold.
That's not easy, John. It's not easy to make your way back because you have been there before, and maybe it didn't work out for you, but to stay positive, to have that steel trap of a mind that allows for you to rebuild yourself, makes you know when you do get back, you have a greater appreciation for the opportunity. Like he said, he intends to finally cash in.
There are a lot of high-level guys at 185 pounds, a lot of contenders waiting in the wings. This challenger knows he has to maximize this opportunity in front of him tonight.
Ready to fight? Ready.
So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC champion, and what a fight it was for him his last time out, winning the belt by vicious knockout. We're expecting massive pay-per-view buys here tonight because when you turn in a result like that in a championship setting, your fan base grows exponentially. You've seen his Twitter followers soar. Now he'll try to follow up that effort with another knockout in this title fight here tonight. Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Oh, that one landed, yep.
Oh, double leg lands. Oh, he's back up again. You gotta like that. Oh, beautiful job to get the kick home to the body. Always be closing. Busy in the clinch here. The punch is good. 3 minutes now to go in this one. Oh, this is not good. That right eye starting to shut. Well, the opponent seemed to think he had shored up the takedown defense. It did not hold up there.
It may feel good in practice, but you look at him. He's setting up a choke now. Look at that. He's setting it up.
Oh, looks like he's got that submission locked in.
Starting to get deep. Great job maintaining position there. You never want to lose position to chase a submission.
Lands with the ground and pound here.
Big body kick lands under the elbow.
All right, so maybe he goes for another takedown here, and it's the setups too, right? He's not blindly shooting from the outside. Maybe he'll get him down again.
He's doing a fantastic job of setting up his takedown with his hands. He's forcing the hands up around to block his face, and then he's dropping his level, shooting his shot. And ultimately, because he's such a great submission guy, no matter how the fight gets to the floor, he just needs to get it there.
Oh, that's got to be discouraging as he gets right back up again. Both fighters throwing heat now. Oh, he lands another pinpoint strike there, and no surprise to see the swelling upstairs get worse.
That accuracy, man, it's something to behold. This guy is so good at finding his target. Now, he's got a big old marker on the guy's face to try and hit. You have got a smart fight in front of you. You have got to move your head, or he's going to keep going there. Got his guard passed.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Big right hook coming. It's blocked.
He's got him in the clinch once again.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Second round underway. Flipped him with the right hand there.
This guy cannot miss the head with his strikes. Oh.
Beautiful combination there. If you are teaching an up-and-coming fighter about throwing volume strikes effectively, you can do worse than watching the film.
It's a master class, John. It's a master class in mixing up the target, mixing.
True on the double leg. Both fighters get up now. Yet again, rinse and repeat, targeting that swelling, and you gotta think this is gonna start to affect his performance now.
Yeah, it's at a point now, John, where he's gonna start to get desperate. He's gonna start to make some mistakes because this swelling is not just minor anymore. We're starting to get into the major territory.
Level change there, goes for the takedown. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Nice job by him defensively there. So a much different approach for him here in this second round. He was a little bit tentative in round one, a little bit of a feeling out process. Now he has clearly found his rhythm, found the range. We'll see if he can continue with more activity. Huge connection there.
He landed it perfectly. Perfect placement, perfect position. What a huge blow and a big moment in this fight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes.
Nice pass.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, his offensive prowess, particularly when it comes to landing those hooks. And I know you like to play Tony Romo. You think he goes back to it here? What?
I am almost certain that he's going to go back to that specific punch because it's landed every time he's thrown it. And as the fight has gone on, it is landing with more force, and his opponent is starting to wear down. So I will not be surprised if we see another one that ends the fight.
Well, he's going to have to go back to the drawing board defensively, but in terms of this I'm not sure his opponent knows where he is.
No, he is on Beat Street right now. He's seeing Tweety Bird over the top of his head. When you take a hook like that, you are going
Oh, what a round. How good was that? All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and the doctor's not going to let you continue as a one-eyed fighter. You all can see the swelling around his eye. It is awesome, and I'm not sure how much longer he can stay in this fight. All right, as they attend to the damaged fighter, we will re-rack some replays for you. A lot of damaging strikes landed by the opposition in that fight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Well, if you are a young striker, you could do a lot worse than watching this guy work on the feet, perhaps trying to set up another hook here.
Yes, he is. He's definitely trying to set up another hook. You could tell by his eyes. He's sneaking looks at where he needs his opponent to be in order to land that shot.
All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address it. Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished. He closes the distance beautifully. He's got a single down. Another big takedown.
Wow, somehow, some way he gets the arm out.
It looked like he was done, John, but he was able to stay comfortable, stay patient, and now he finds himself safe.
Oh, and he's back up again.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Well, you can just see he is oozing with confidence, and not overconfidence, but a big knockdown in round one likely the source of that confidence.
When everything is going great, you tend to feel like you can walk through a wall. If you can walk through a wall, he needs to continue to find the right avenues to land those shots.
Well, you got to think frustration is starting to set in on the other side as he lands another takedown, and he knew he was going to get a lot of this offensive wrestling. As yet, he's been unable to stop.
He has not been able to stop it, and it's a different wrestling. It's a Damian Maia type of wrestling where they get close to you. They hook their feet. They drag you to the mat knowing that once you're on the ground, now you're really in trouble. Because the takedown is only a part of the danger. The true danger is grappling with such a great submission specialist.
Yeah, nothing fun about it. Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue. Oh, nice body shot.
All right, referee's going to step in here. That eye is essentially shut, and if the doctor is brought in, and he's walking up those stairs right now, this very well could be the end of the fight.
It just happened very fast. It looked like it was a little swelling, and then a few more shots, and bam, it just blew up. He's really bad off right now.
Nope, there it is. Doctor waves off the fight. Certainly an unfortunate end to this one, but you have to protect a one-eyed fighter.
Absolutely.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Assassin.
So you just heard it there from Bruce Buffer, and still UFC middleweight champion. He had some doubters coming in. I would imagine he muted most of that noise with this effort.
A record on repeat is what happens when this guy fights.
Yeah.
Every time people say he's not going to be able to get this guy, but over and over he does it and remains the champion. Congratulations, champ.
All right, big spot here for the former undisputed UFC middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, and he's not too emotionally attached to a lot of these results. I expect a big effort out of him here tonight.
You know, John, I love that you teed it up that way, because I was just thinking that for a guy that seemed to be on a rocket ship to the moon, becoming a middleweight champion, he handles adversity as well as anyone I've ever seen. When he lost to Jan Blachowicz, when he tried to become double champion, still even keel. When he lost his championship, even keel. I believe that ability will allow for him to work his way back to a championship opportunity, where I expect him to be very competitive and possibly earn himself the belt back.
And skill for skill, there are a lot of people that still believe he's the best middleweight in the world. A lot of the elite 185-pounders believe that Izzy and not necessarily Pereira represent the toughest matchup for them. We'll see how Adesanya fares in this critical matchup here tonight.
You ready to fight? Ready.
So here he is, the undisputed champion of the world. He won his last fight by TKO, and he'll be looking to do just that here tonight. He says he's seen some deficiencies defensively on film. Great shot there, DC. He is officially rocked.
Big, massive hook that really has put skates.
That'll do it!
Oh my God!
Yeah, man, crowd loving it. Just a gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. And we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has your official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 27 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Assassin.
And still the king of the 185-pounders. There he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion after the knockout tonight in his title defense. And that's got to feel pretty good. There were a lot of people backing the #1 contender coming in here tonight, but he certainly muted all of that noise and then some. The celebration is on in the corner.
Take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. Before they take me out.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in the bag, get the cake, but I stay out the mix.
ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here he is, the UFC champion, and this guy is all the rage. Right now, he might be the front runner for the Fighter of the Year, given the fact that he was able to knock out the #1 contender in his last title defense, and to do so emphatically. And a fight that a lot of people thought was close on paper is really something that could take his career to the next level. Trying to follow that up here tonight. Most guys have succumbed to his power. We'll see if that holds true yet again tonight.
Nice transition.
Both fighters back to their feet now. Clean punch right there. Circling towards the left now.
Oh, back and forth we go.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked.
Another takedown lands. Yep, and he's got him secured in a half guard now.
Oh, that Von Flue choke is tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
All right, stack guard here. The feet are on the hips. What are you trying to do if you're in top position?
Oh, man, you're attacking those feet right away because you understand that the guy with the feet on the hips, all he has to do is just extend his legs.
Right.
He's a grown man that's pushing you off as you're trying to build into him. Attack the feet with your hands, head and chest back, lead with your hips, pass the feet, drive your knee forward, try to get the side control.
All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
Allen gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
Oh, beautiful takedown by him there as he lands another one. He's keeping the stat guys busy tonight.
I mean, over and over, takedown attempt after takedown attempt, and the cardio. The cardio to wrestle that much is so impressive because his opponent is getting back to his feet, but he's got this ability to continue to chase takedowns. Oh, it's getting tight.
Ooh, nice adjustment by the offensive fighter.
He jumps to the opposite side, and now he's got him in an arm triangle.
Oh, come on, I'd be tapping. That's got to be it. And there it is!
Oh, my goodness!
As many style points as you could produce.
down more times that I could count, but I kept my head high from a city where your dream can die with left eye. Yeah, you looking at the top spot and don't even try, cause it ain't no contest, ho. Gold medals like a mutual horror, gonna hang time, see me poppin', whoa. She Lex, yeah, we gon' prosper. 23, caught a chain, I'm slicing. All these snakes stay pocket watching, but I think I went and found my pocket.
No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. See the crowd want more. Entertainer, yes, more. Entertainer, that costs more. I want more.
We gon' make them tap out. It's a rap, fade to black when they pass out. See the schemes that you running, it's a glass house. Pull up to your front door with the mask out. Yeah, I ain't worried about the threats. We gon' run it up with no regrets. Let these hands go, put them on the rest. Try and check us, better say it with your chest. When it's dinner time, boy, you better give me mine. 150 on the dash to the finish line.
about to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. Before they take me out.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in hot demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamond stretch cut like a taper. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on they ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Heard he switched up, you a traitor. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in hot demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand. I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. Before they take me out.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I can't let them alter my vision. You know my dogs gotta eat, so we keeping it hot in the kitchen. Yeah, do what it take for the mission. Stick to the script, no revision. Look, I'ma just cut through the tension. I'm telling you, listen. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in hot demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand. I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. I'm up to take someone out. Before they take me out. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face. Blood on my hands, blood on my hands, blood on my face.
Murder on the beach, so it's not nice.
They acting like they love us, but they really wanna be above us. Can they see it on the top of this mountain? I'm looking down, I can see that you're clouded. No, they don't wanna be above us. We're the top of this mountain above us. There's nothing up there except me, except me. There in your eyes when you see me. I look fear straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, no lie. I look fear straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, no lie. Oh no, no. I look fear straight in the eye. I can see you as I'm looking down. I can see you when I'm looking down. Fear in your eyes when you see me. That I fear in your eyes when you see me. I can see you when I'm looking down. I can see your eyes when I'm looking down. The fear in your eyes when you see me. See that fear in your eyes when you see me. I look fear straight in the eye and told her not today, not today, no lie. I look fear straight in the eye. I told her not today, not today, no lie.
city where your dream can die with left fly. Yeah, you looking at the top spot and don't even try, cause it ain't no contest, ho. Gold medals like I'm Utah, Oregon, hang time, send me poppin', whoa. GLX, yeah, we gon' prosper. 23, got a chain, I'm slicing. All these snakes stay pocket watching, but I think I win it from my pocket.
No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. You're looking at a champion. No, 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 I'm a leader. You're looking at a champion. I got blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out before they take me out.
Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in high demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways. I can't let them stop the paper. Diamond stretch cut like a taper. I love me a snake in the grass, cause that mean a new pair of gators. Keeping my foot on their ass. Pile up the cheese like a grater. Heard he switched up, you a traitor. Soft serve like a waiter. Plenty ways get rich, plenty ways get hit. Run up the bands, I'm in high demand, get the cake, but I stay out the mix. Stack up the cheddar, got plenty ways. I'm a trendsetter, got plenty ways. I keep getting better, got plenty ways. 100%, I got plenty ways.
Blood on my face, I got blood on my hand, I got blood on the floor, I got blood on my face. I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out, I'm about to take someone out before they take me out.